Welcome to Podnutz Daily for September 26, 2008, episode number 86. I got almost nothing today as far as the shop, guys. My dad went on vacation. I just sat around and did nothing all day. Not exactly true, but one thing that did happen, kind of a funny story. Remember that guy that came in and I erased all of his data? Well, if you guys don't know the background of that, that happened. Then, let's see what happened. I erased all his data. And then we tried to get it back, couldn't get it back. And then he left his laptop with me because his laptop wasn't working. So I thought I fixed the laptop. He came in to pick it up. I hit the power button, and it crashed instantly. That was the second time he came in. Well, so I finally diagnosed it and needed a new motherboard. So I ordered a new motherboard, and I put it in today. I called him up, and I said, Rich, finally, your computer's done. Sorry about the inconvenience. He was very understanding about that data, by the way. I got lucky on that. And he came in today to pick up his laptop. Now, I installed the motherboard. I tested it out. Everything worked fine. I had the wireless working. The screen looked good. Memory was in. Everything was great. He comes in. He's like, look, before I take the laptop, I was just wondering if you could take the stuff off this old laptop and put it onto the new one now. So I'm like, sure, no problem. He's like, here, I want to install QuickBooks. Here's the QuickBooks disk. I go to press the button on the CD drive to put the QuickBooks disk in. Nothing happened. The drive was dead. It wouldn't even open. It wouldn't even light up. I look over to the right of the table. There's a little adapter that hooks onto the motherboard that actually attaches to the DVD drive that I forgot to put in his machine. So he's sitting there, and I noticed this. And so he's like, well, first I got to just copy these files. And he's like, I could just do this over here. It'll take a few minutes. So he was working on his laptop over in the corner. I quickly unscrewed the entire computer because that's the only way to get to this piece. Took the motherboard out, attached the adapter, put the motherboard back in, screwed everything back together, probably in about 3-4 minutes. And turned it on, powered it up. Went to hit the disk to put the button to put the disk in. It popped open. I'm like, thank God, it works. Put Quicken in, close it, load up Quicken. Everything works fine. I take his data, I copy it over, and then I look at his wireless adapter, and nothing is lighting up on his wireless adapter. So I'm like, do you use this computer wirelessly or with a wire? And he goes, I only use it with a wire. And I'm thinking to myself, maybe I could give it to him back and I'm like, no, I got to fix the wireless. What's wrong with the wireless? So I'm like, I might have to take this whole thing apart again. So what I ended up doing was checking the wireless card. I said, look, I want to just check the wireless card. This light here is supposed to be blue. So I popped open the bottom of the computer, looked at the wireless card. It was an internal card. It was out of the slot halfway. I pushed it in, rebooted the computer. Everything was fine. Finally, that job is done. That customer must think I am the worst computer tech in the world because every time he comes in, something goes drastically wrong. But he's actually a good guy. I don't know if he thinks that or not. He doesn't come off thinking that way. Like, it doesn't look like he thinks that way, but who knows what he tells his friends. Anyway, I'm glad I could fix his computer finally. We'll see what other disaster happens with that. I'm sure that's not the end of the story. I got a good email from somebody who suggested a program called WinDirStat. And you can get it at windirstat.info. I recommend a program called Spacemonger. It allows you to graphically see a representation of your hard drive on the screen so you could see what files are taking up the most space by the size of the block they are on the screen. And WinDirStat does it also. I still have this affinity for Spacemonger, though. I just kind of like it. They both work great. WinDirStat gives a lot more information than Spacemonger. So check it out. It's WINDIR stat.info. Check out that program there. And thanks whoever recommended that. I don't have the emails popped up right now, so I can't tell you exactly who. I'll give that person credit when I read the emails coming up. All right, let's play a couple voicemails here. I'm going to play Simon's, Eric's, and I think there's one other voicemail we could play. And I'm going to play Mike's video, Mike's MP3 he sent me on DVRs. So that's all I got. The rest of the show is practically going to be recording. So here we go.
Hi, good day, Steve. This is Simon's Rafa calling from Simon's PC Services in sunny Pembrokeshire, Wales. And it is actually quite sunny today so far. Calling a query you had on the program a day or two ago regarding reinstalling Windows Vista. The question from the caller, I believe, was how to reinstall Windows Vista if you don't have recovery disks, etc., for the machine in question. I've just actually done this on a machine here. It's a compact 6720S laptop. It has a HP branded Windows Vista Home Premium product sticker on the bottom, and I don't have the recovery for media for it. I needed it a customer. So I've used a generic Windows XP Home Premium Edition CD, OEM version, including Service Pack 1, which made life a little bit easier. It's actually a genuine disc as well, for my own copy I use in-house. Installed that using the product number on the sticker on the bottom of the laptop. All installed okay. It gives you the usual 28, 29 days to test it if you wish to. Activation went through without any problems whatsoever. Customer now has a working PC with a legit license. So basically, it seems that it works exactly the same as Windows XP. If you can use a generic Windows XP Home Edition OEM version or generic Windows Vista OEM version installs disk with the product sticker on the device, PC laptop in question, then you shouldn't have any problems reinstalling and activating. Hope this helps, and speak to you again soon. Bye.
Thank you, Simon. It's good to know. I might use that in the future. Here's an email voicemail. I always get those mixed up, don't I? Voicemail from Eric.
Hey, it's the idiot from 973. I also go by the name Eric. Sorry for calling so many times yesterday. You know why I was doing that, so you can explain to everyone else if you want to. But anyways, I had a couple things. First of all, that guy that had those crazy graphic problems, he posted the same issue in the forum. I'm kind of curious what's going on with him because he hasn't really responded back if he fixed it or he didn't fix it or what. But you know, the guy with the rainbow colors, the control panel, and all that. That's the guy I'm talking about. But anyways, that guy's got to figure out whether it's a driver problem or a hardware problem. He posted in the forum that he pretty much changed everything. You know, he said the motherboard, the RAM, video card, went from an HEP slot to PCI slot. He even put a new copy of XP on there, and it still happened. So, now, something